Once again, the moth returns. I really think it's that same little spaz. Let me go say hi to him. Hold on. Alright, let's see if he's still there. He always does this. I come out to say hello and he dips off. There he is. I'm pretty sure it's the same freaking guy. I mean, it's a silhouette, but that's the same antenna, right? He does that same little vibrating thing. And, like, clearly he can fly okay. He doesn't have to be here. I am fairly certain that's the same moth. And my sister's boyfriend is going to be here any minute, so I might have to, like, pause the video abruptly. But, you know, it's been consistent, this moth energy, which is transformation, among other things, loving yourself. There's a million things about moths that we could tie in here. But I don't know. Today, maybe that's not the message. Maybe it was just the trigger. Because Spirit would know that I'd make a video about the moth, because I always do. You know, I felt more distance today with the gym crush, but then that new guy showed up with Tower, Empress, Strength. Hold on. Empress, Strength, and I lost it, but the tower flashed. It's almost like after the tower, we're being guided to our destination, our goal. I got hit up by another person today that I talked to on and off for months and months and months ago, because I never stay on these apps too long, but I ended up doing a little bit of pro bono life coaching today. That near miss. It's almost giving the energy here of like, you know, you can't miss what's meant for you. Butterflies and moths together again. You can't miss what's meant for you. And whenever Spirit nudges you a particular direction, one way or another, you've got to know that's where you're meant to be headed. But even these little moments of like talking to people on these dating apps, it's not really for me. I'm finding ways to help people in my day-to-day life just by being there. You know, that's happening at work, that's happening here. And I really wish I could explain the feeling I get. King of Pentacles on the split here. I really wish I could explain the feeling I get when I look in this new guy's eyes. Because I don't know that it's romantic or anything. Or attraction. You know, he like stopped, even with headphones in and everything, to make sure that I saw him. And he was like, oh, hey. You know, it was like one of those like really happy to see you kind of moments. Because I didn't see him come in. But on his way out, he didn't linger. He didn't try and stop to talk. He wished me a happy weekend, and, you know, he had that moment of really intense eye contact. But Gym Crush barely paid attention to me, which is, you know, fine. It's fine. It's almost like, you know, I've said it before, I can't prove that he's watching these. But it's almost like I said that this wasn't necessarily going to be a thing, and then he starts acting that way, you know what I mean? And I've just got to believe at this point that, what do you want, Spirit? What's meant to be will be. It's Queen of Cups and Death card. If something is not meant to be, I don't want to force it. Because that's what I've been talking about to myself anyway, the last 24 hours. That's what I've been saying. I want what's meant for me, you know? I want what's meant for me. And if somebody is not meant for me, I don't want it. And that's, I think, why I'm like not bent out of shape right now about anything or anybody. Because I'm at this point where anybody could just up and walk out of my life and you know that's okay. Can't open my phone case to charge it. I haven't replaced it yet. 1 second. Took some doing to get that charger port open. But I think I'm beyond forcing anything, you know? I'm beyond wanting anything that is not already what was meant for me. I just got a compliment. My sister's boyfriend came in and he was like, "You're looking jacked." And I'm like, "Thank you." And he like did that thing where he grabs onto his shoulder and like, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever been in the position where somebody like grabs you and like you squish? That's not what just happened. I was solid in the shoulder. I think that mostly happened when I was younger. You know what I mean? Before I developed any real muscle, like I was skinny, but I wasn't strong. And like when people grab you, you squish. You know, it's not like that solid feeling. And I got that solid feeling right now. Maybe not all the way around, but you know, I'm getting there. One day at a time. Tomorrow's weigh-in day. I'm probably going to do the weigh-in after work. But I think something that I like about this new guy, Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups right here. One thing that I like about him is that he's kind of where I'm at, mid-transformation. He looks great though. I mean, I don't think that anything needs to change for him to be a good-looking guy. But he clearly has goals. He wants to further himself. He wants to improve himself. And I respect the hell out of that. People that go out of their way to self-improve, I'm hearing people that are able to give up things, like the way I have, you know, that kind of sacrifice, not for other people, but like for yourself. Getting rid of vices for yourself. Maybe that's something that he's had to do. Perhaps. But I don't really know much about him yet. And I'm not really sure how I should be prioritizing my energy here. These dates. And then, new guy. Gem Crush. We're going to have to see what happens here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. As long as Spirit has us pulling Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, we're going to consider ourselves aligned with Gem Crush in some way. And as long as we are energetically aligned with him in some way, there's something to learn here, or there's something to happen in this relationship. If that's not supposed to be romantic, like I'm feeling that maybe it's not. Maybe it's supposed to be career. But we're not taking anything off the table here. But I am shifting focus. I'm not looking to him as the primary form of connection right now. And even though there's other dates on the table here, I'm inclined to say new guy has my attention. I don't know how often he's going to be here, though. Let's see what happens. We pulled Hierophant last time and just saw it. The Sun. Let's keep on watching for moths. It's been a consistent signal of maybe the masculine. Maybe the masculine is that moth in the energy, or maybe Spirit is bringing us to Maybe that's just how they're communicating right now.